to marry a dead person. I mean, who doesn't do it, right? No official first language. Taxes if you had a beard, where every sixth person is a millionaire, illegal not to flush your toilet. The place where you can literally buy gold in vending machines. What's up, NSS? It's the Russian dude, and today I will show you how much you need to make if you want to be considered top 1% in 10 different countries. And I will also give you a couple of late night facts about every country. Alright, so coming in number 10 is Australia, the 6th largest continent in the world, yet 90% of its population lives at the coast. And also, did you know that 80% of animals are unique just to Australia? So you would need to make $219,931 in order to be in top 1% in Australia. Okay, so the 9th place goes to Korea. South Korea to be specifically. The country where the kids when they are just born are already 1 year old. And also it is pretty common to ask other people their blood types during normal conversations. I mean, who doesn't do it, right? And in order to be a part of 1% of top earners in South Korea, you would need to make $234,887. The next country, number 8, is Japan. The home of the oldest and yet still operational business called Kongo Gumi, which was founded in 578 year, and it specializes in the construction of altars, temples and shrines. It is a relatively small country, yet it still has the 11th largest population of one of the most hardworking folks. So, in the country where there are 24 vending machines for every single person, you would need to be making $240,301 to be in 1%. Alright, so these were the first 3 out of 10 companies, and if you like content like this, feel free to drop the like button and subscribe to my channel, because your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Alright, so the country number 7 on this list is France, which is the largest country in the European Union and the world's most popular destination for tourism. The country that consumes 30,000 tons of snails every single year, prohibits couples from kissing on a train station, and allows you to marry a dead person. And if you want to be in the top 1%, you'd have to make $251,865. Country number 6 is the United Kingdom, with its Stonehenge, which is older than Egyptian pyramids, one of the biggest libraries in the world with more than 170 million items in catalogs, and Big Ben, which is by the way a tower and not a clock. And it has a town with the longest name, and it's called Lanfire. And if you're watching video from this town, I'm just so sorry for butchering it. So if you want to be in top 1% of the UK top earners, you would have to make $255,019. The 5th country on the list is Canada, the 2nd biggest country in the world that is under the rule of Queen Elizabeth II, with 2 of its official languages, English and French, and 11 if you live in Northwestern Territories. And if you love to make money just like almost every Canadian loves hockey, you would need to make $268,197 to be in top 1%. Pajama at 5 PM. Okay, so we're halfway through, and the 4th country is Germany. The place where there are 65% of highways, which is also known as autobahns, have absolutely not a single speed limit. Where there is free university education even for non-Germans, and it is non-punishable if a prisoner tries to escape the prison. It is also the home for the longest war to be published, and yeah, I'm not going there again. So, to be in top 1% of earners in Germany, you would have to make $327,069. So, the bronze medal goes to... and let me know in the comments which country you think it is. Surprisingly, it's the USA, which is not the first and not even the second. The country where there is more bourbon barrels than residents in the state of Kentucky, and where it is officially no official first language. And the home of the Statue of Liberty, which originally was bronze and was a gift by French people. It then arrived to New York, which was previously known as New Amsterdam, back on June 19th, 1885. And in this country you would have to make $506,752 in order to be in top 1%. The second place goes to Singapore, the country that does not have a capital, which makes it just one of 3 still remaining city-states, with 2 others being Monaco and Vatican City. The country where its entire national anthem is printed on a $1,000 bill, where every 6th person is a millionaire, and where it is illegal not to flush your toilet. And in this competitive environment, you would have to make $627,111 to be among 1%. And finally, the country where you have to make the most money if you want to be among 1% of top earners. And this country is the United Arab Emirates. The place with the tallest building in the world, known as Burj Khalifa, standing at 828 meters. The only 7-star hotel in the world, known as Burj Al Arab, and the world's largest shopping mall, which has more than 1,200 stores. The place where you can literally buy gold in vending machines. And yet the place with the lowest percentage of native population, with only 12% being Emiratis. And drumroll please, in order to be considered top 1% earner in the United Arab Emirates, you would have to make at least $689,468. These were the top 10 countries from the list, but just like I promised in the beginning, there are 3 honorable mentions. Coming at number 19 is India, and number 16 is China, where you need to be making $93,917 and $121,168 respectively, which is a lot of money considering these are the 2 countries with the biggest populations. In here, you compete with literally billions of other people just to make it to the top. And coming at number 13 is Russia, the land of the most unofficial billionaires, where kids are discouraged from smiling during classes in school, place with hundreds of superstitions, and where you had to pay taxes if you had a beard in 18th century, and the land with the lowest temperatures where people actually live, specifically Oymyakon, with the lowest being -78 Celsius and average winter temperature -50 Celsius. And that's how you survive winter in Russia. Just like water. In here you would have to make 174,753 dollars if you want to be among top 1%. And of course, these are the official numbers that I'm just reading from this document that I have received from the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Russia. Thank you so much for your attention, товарищи. Now let me know in the comments if you're in top 1% of earners in your country. And if you're on your way towards this goal, feel free to watch the video about real life money hacks that will appear right here.